welcome everyone. Come brunch with me today here in the great city of New York, and then later on we're gonna go on for a stroll. I'm starting at a place where a lot of people have recommended me to go. I'll let you the name if it's good. So let's try it out first. And it is, of course, a classic avocado toast, but with the interesting twist of having a turmeric sourdough bread and also cold brew coffee. And there's something in the box. Let me know what you guess is in the box. This is a sweet item that is in line with the avocado toast in terms of where it culturally comes from. And I guess you can guess a few regions of the world where they eat avocado toast. All right, let's try this out. So this avocado toast, basic avocado toast, made on a turmeric sourdough, super thin, really crunchy, so it's like really toasted. Hello Kay, hello Terrence, hello Nick, nice to see you here. Janice says, I guessed right. I'm glad you guessed right. It looks good. It's handheld. It's a quick cafe to go, so let's try it out. Oh wow. So first, they have pickled onions on this, which is a really nice touch. Adds a little bit of sweetness to it. And the feta cheese is very creamy, but it's not overwhelming with feta cheese, which is good. Because once you put too much cheese, you kind of go overload and it becomes too creamy. The bread is super crunchy, but actually works with the overall kind of creaminess of everything. And I love the topping that they put here. It's like similar to an everything bagel topping, or at least it tastes that way. Oh my, okay, that is really good. This is a good snack. Oh yeah, or a good brunch. But you might need a pastry with this because it's kind of on the smaller side, especially with the bread. It's not that much bread. It's pretty thin. George says it needs mushrooms. It's rare to have an avocado toast with mushrooms, but there is a lot of mushroom toasts that you'll find in New York City. Usually if there's avocado toast on the menu, there's also mushroom toast on the menu. Usually that's made with ricotta cheese. Mike says, how much? We're back in New York City. This is $8.50. And SPL says, thankfully I got myself some avocado. Wow, really good touch with the pickled onions. Adds a really different dimension to it. SPL says, actually not that bad for New York City. Actually, you're right. This is a reasonably priced avocado toast because in the restaurant, avocado toast would run you $15 to $20. And we are in a coffee shop. Hey Colleen, nice to see you here. Hello Sharon. Lisbon, thank you so much for 100 stars. Veronica says, hey, looking handsome with the new sweater. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, this is a new sweater that I bought over in England at a wonderful shop called Paul Smith. And I was meaning to go to Paul Smith. It's a famous London-based brand, and I'm glad I went there. Bruce says, pickled anything has to be good. I agree. All right, now it's time to try the cold brew coffee. Let's see if it's any good. The avocado toast is so flavorful that I can't barely taste it. But it's pretty good. It's smooth. It has a little bit of a cloudy look to it. So I'm not sure if it might be proper, if it's a proper cold brew or more so like an iced coffee. That I don't know for sure. It's really good. It's very flavorful. Wow. Actually has a more kind of a chocolatey taste to it. That has a really good cold brew. I wonder why it's cloudier than usual. I wonder if they steeped it with more finer grounds. That might be the case. It doesn't taste like if it was iced coffee, but it looks like it because of the cloudiness. Espio says it does look a little cloudy. It does look like a little cloudy, but it doesn't taste like iced coffee, which would be more acidic. Tobias says first time. Hey Tobias, nice for tuning in. Thank you so much. You'll be visiting New York City for the first time. That's awesome. Hello Nicole, nice to see you here. George says Hudson wants his sweater back. Does James and Carla, great YouTubers, do they put sweater on their dog? I don't watch too much of their live videos. I featured them twice. Hudson was not wearing a sweater then. Susie says just to have a cup of tea. Oh yeah, that's true. Bruce says this is my first time too. Ooh, welcome, nice to see you here. Soon we'll be walking around, but first brunch. So feel free to ask me anything that you would like about travel, since I just came from the UK all the way back here to New York City. Feel free to let me know. Kim, thank you so much for 200 stars. I have a new stars goal. If we reach it, I'll be showing you more exciting places around Europe early summer. Faith says, I like the sweater. I'm so glad you do. MRC from Malta, nice to see you here. How's your return flight with Virgin? Asked Ani. Great question, Ani. Virgin was an amazing airliner. Super smooth. The feta is really good. Wow. Feta is strong. It's a sharp feta. Super smooth flight. Brand new plane. It was a 787 Dreamliner, if I'm correct. And the seats were super comfortable. Luckily, there was almost no one on the plane. There was maybe like 50 passengers. So I had like a row to myself and no one was around me. So it felt really, really nice. I was able to sneak into premium economy. So I originally had my ticket for premium economy. I had to switch my flight. And when I switched my flight, I was degraded back to economy. But the flight was so empty, I was able to just go right into premium economy back again. Susie says, you won't cover the Parade Parade? Depends. If I'm here, maybe. Keenan says, at least we're certain that we won't be having any issues with poor network quality. Yeah, here in the US, it's much more stable. Reggie says, Ariel, you're a really cool dude. I'm so glad you enjoy it. I'm glad you enjoy my colleagues as well. Reggie says he enjoys Action Kid and Walk, Ride, Fly too. Yep. Great trio to watch. Irene says, welcome back to New York. Thank you so much, Irene. George says, don't forget to slam that like button. Yes, slam that like button if you're enjoying these videos. I've seen a lot of vlogs do this type of content where they kind of just have brunch, go out for a stroll. It doesn't quite get that much traffic via live video, but I know that people out there do want to watch it. So slam that like button and we'll get more people like it who want to see. Michael noted, I'm so sorry that Sifat encountered someone who was causing trouble. That sucks. So mentioned that Sifat, New York City Walking Show, encountered someone who tried to steal their phone. That sucks. Bee's Knees, thank you so much for a £9 super chat. Appreciate you. Any plans to visit India, says Chandra. Chandra, I would love to go in India. You know, I've been researching flights and India is super inexpensive. I was so surprised to fly from New York to New Delhi one way is $500, $583. It's the same price to go to Paris or go to Amsterdam or go to Ireland. So it's very expensive to go India. I wonder why. I'm tempted, but maybe in a little while. Okay. This is really good. A few people have made a guess as to what's in the box. Someone correctly guessed that this is Australian. Indeed, this is Australian. So, avocado toast is associated with a few cultures. You have avocado toast, of course, in the American culture, New York City brunch culture, originally from California. You have avocado toast associated with Australia as well. And kind of not associated in a stereotypical way, but it's still very common, also in Mexico. So we are indeed in the Australian cafe. But let me go outside to the outdoor area. Keep guessing what's in here. It's a specific Australian and overall in that general UK empire culture, former empire culture treat is inside here. Let's go inside. Thank you so much. Amazing avocado toast. Have a good day. Okay, so this is Bourke Street Bakery, recommended by many viewers here. They also have a sausage roll. I quite wasn't in the mood for a sausage roll, but they also have beautiful outdoor seating area, which I'm going to sit down just for a bit to try this lamington. So Bourke Street Bakery here, located in the neighborhood of NoMad. North of Madison Square Park. And what we have here, and I took in the to-go box because I'm not going to finish this. This is a lamington, Australian style. Two kind of sponge bread type of cakes smothered in coconut. This one appears to have chocolate as well. In the middle there is a lot of jam, and of course this one seems to be a chocolate lamington, so it has some chocolate as well. Look at that, two cakes smothered in beautiful coconut. So we hear the soothing sounds of New York City with the beautiful drilling that's happening in the short distance away. Susie says, the box tricked me. I can imagine. Kim says, oh my God, yes. So typical Australian treat. It's basically a coconut jam sandwich. Let's try it out. Wow, that is really good. I've tried a few lamingtons before, both in London, and I've tried it here. Audrey says we call them Jam Joes. Audrey, do you remind me where you're tuning in from? Australia? We're in Australia. Jam Joes might be the other name, as Audrey said. This is very soft. I'm tried other lamingtons before that sometimes are a bit harder, but this one, very soft. I like it. It has a lot of chocolate too. I'm not too much of a fan of the chocolate, but oh my, it has quite a bit of jam. And I do love jam. And that's really good. The cake is super soft. Quite a bit of jam. The chocolate, I'm not sure. Soothing sounds of New York City. I'm not sure if the chocolate is chocolate or the hazelnut. Can't quite tell. Is it raspberry? I think it might be strawberry jam in this case, Catherine. We see some strawberry seeds in there. Corbett says, Ariel, that sweater is awesome. Looks like you're getting our weather from yesterday. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This appears to be strawberry jam, not cherry nor raspberry. What is the white thing? Coconut. Lots of coconut, shaved coconut. It's a really good lamington. I also love the name, Lamington. Sounds like the brother of Paddington. If Paddington were to have a brother, he should be called Lamington. And he should be obsessed with, rather than marmalade, he's obsessed with raspberry jam or strawberry jam. Hey, Susie says it's Sorcocchio in Edinburgh. What is that? And Susie also says, can you speak in an Australian accent? Can I speak in an Aussie accent? No, I don't do any Aussie accents. Good day, mate. Only when I drink some beer. That's when the Aussie starts coming out. Oh. It's sugary. I need more coffee with this. Very sugary. All right. That was really good. Francisco says, enjoy your meal. Thank you so much. Put a shrimp on that barbie. Yes. Look at all the coconut that has fallen. Hey, Sharon says, I enjoyed walking around London yesterday. Also cool. Ooh, Lamington, says Cat. Yep, a Lamington. That was a good Lamington. That's a very good Lamington. I'm gonna have just one more bite. I love it. I wish they didn't have too much of the spread, the chocolate or hazelnut spread that they put on here, because the jam is such a nice taste. Let me know if is it normal to have a hazelnut or chocolate spread on a Lamington? Hey May says, I follow a few walking, driving vloggers because I'm obsessed with the genre. It's my favorite viewing. My husband's still not sure which is which, and when he looks at them over my shoulder, he knows you. He calls you the one who's always eating. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that's the case. Shout out to you, May, and your husband. That's awesome to hear. I do indeed feature a lot of food. Ever had Vegemite? I have had Vegemite, yes, many times. Kat, great question. Just take in those sounds. This is New York City. Vibrant. Okay, without further ado, let's continue walking around. I have no idea how other people can cover food in the live stream and do it super briefly. I take my sweet time. Let me know, how do other live streamers do it? I am astonished. Sometimes I see them cover food and they do it like in 5 minutes and continue walking. Oh, chair is about to fall. Sorry for depriving you of the beautiful, soothing sounds of New York City's construction on a Saturday. But unfortunately, someone was ruining the beautiful vibes of the drilling and the jackhammering with playing some music that is very popular and that could be copyrighted for. But now we're back. And we're gonna join the construction site. Look at the jackhammers that they use. Dwayne says that I composed the music. I did not compose the music, I produced it. I know nowadays a lot of producers are composers, but in the classical sense, I creative directed the music. And of course paid for it. Look at this. All right, so the food portion has ended. Now we're gonna continue walking around for a nice Saturday stroll while sipping on the cold brew with a paper straw that is quickly making it very difficult to continue sipping this cold brew. Let's enjoy the vibes of New York City. Nicole says the jackhammer sounds so much better than the German word for it. Oh, I can't wait to listen to the beautiful words of Germany. What's the German word for it? Let me know. New York City definitely has such a beautiful energy to it. I love all the vibrancy here in this town. Look at that building. Of course, I've shown this neighborhood many times already in the past. Peach says, am I missing Action Kid? Well, me and Action Kid, we're friends, but we're not super close. So I am excited to hang out with them in the future. Am I missing his content? I don't really watch other walkers. So I don't really consume that type of content. But I do appreciate them. Diane says, which German word are you looking for? It's the jackhammer, which Clemens says it's Presslufthammer. Inspire Life says, ever considered carrying a metal straw? I don't like metal straws. They're a pain. Like literally, they can be a pain if you bite into them a little bit too hard. There's a cool cafe here. I never tried this one. 7 grams. I love New York City because every few blocks is a new neighborhood. Yeah, I'm gonna move away from this hectic area. Let's go one more block. Catherine says, who bites a straw? Evidently, I do sometimes. Christine, okay, so it's confirmed. The jackhammer word in German is Presslufthammer. I love that. Ooh, sounds very aggressive. Press Luft der Arme. Could Germany open up again, please? Who's the German Prime Minister? I don't know who the German Prime Minister is, but it did work with Boris after many urbanist viewers called and called and called again. Dear Boris, he opened up the borders. So can anyone call the German Prime Minister to ease restrictions? Borders are open, but ease restrictions. Let me know. Nicole says, yes, some German words are very aggressive. Indeed they are. Marina says, you have the accent.